Quickly, let's talk about what is going on in Rivers State. Let's take a look at the recent remark made by the former governor of Rivers State, who is now the FCT minister, Mr. Wike. Let's listen to him.
Everybody knows that Kingsley Chimba is a material, quite experienced. He has worked with the executive and now in legislature. You can hear his voice when he was minority leader of the PDP. I'm sure that he must have been approached by the leader of Progressive Congress to join them and then get the ticket. I'm not surprised that the governor withdrew. In the first place, he ought not have collected the form because the agreement was reached that the impeachment should be dropped, while he should also not talk about second term. And so for me, I'm not surprised that he has to withdraw at that stage, but the collective form first didn't show sign of.
All right, you just listen to the voice of the FCT minister, Wike, who seems to be the one, according to many, directing the affairs of Rivers State, and Rivers State has been embroiled in a lot of turmoil, in a lot of political saga. But this latest statement, in fact, actually talks about the, will I say, non-ending wave of godfatherism, if I can put it that way, in Nigeria. You can hear what he said, that Fubara did not display any level of gentlemanliness, because after what he said is that there was an agreement reached that we won't impeach you, or the lawmakers in Rivers will not impeach you only if you forget your second term bid. And right now it is being rumored that Fubara might be moving to the NDC. It is still a rumor, though he has not made it clearly. But what do you have to say concerning this sort of political influence in Nigeria?
Fubara unfortunately finds himself in the murky water. Well, he has to continue proving himself. Unfortunately, he's a dove.
A dove? How?
That is trying to wax with the orc. That is, all these are statements that are loaded philosophically. Why is it a dove? Is the word gentlemanliness in the politics means a lot of things.
Okay.
However, there are so many things he must have reached in agreement with his godfather.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when he became what he became, he wanted to assert his own authority and influence, which has contradicted the earlier agreement or whatever MOU they must have before he was punctured.
Probably saw that it wasn't aligning in his interest or in the interest of the people.
Then which interest of the people when you have swore to serve a particular godfather? I'm not supporting Fubara and I'm not clapping for Wike.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it is our political situation in this country that has degenerated, that somebody now becomes the landlord of a particular state. And this thing of Wike is virtually going around across all the state of federations. The governors, whether serving or present, wanted to remain the one that dictates what follows after their exit of the office. And that has always created a lot of crisis. Unfortunately, the masses are not helping the matter. It's either they become to camp A or camp B. Unfortunately, these two camps are not for the masses.